How many people become millionaires every day? You're going to be shocked at the financial growth and actually competency. You know, it used to be really, really hard to become a millionaire. It's not, and I'm going to tell you why. So number one, is there a mindset, a community, a culture about millionaires? Absolutely. And I can guarantee you most of those people that have actually shifted pretty quickly, had a mentor, had a guide. I know I did. Like, you just don't figure this stuff out. You've got to really learn new behaviors because they're not just demonstrated normally. Number two, let's talk about the strategies of how do you become an everyday millionaire? Like, where are the industries that are causing and creating them? And how are people leveraging into them? Because you don't have to have a lot. You have to decide a lot. It has a lot to do with your asset base and the asset growth. Last thing I want to talk about is leveraging your unique skills and your passions on how to build wealth. So it's what I did when I finally cracked the code of saying, okay, this is going to be it. It's amazing how the doors open up when you finally get in alignment to what you really need to be and should be doing. Now, I don't lead and begin people with do what you love and the money comes, because it doesn't work like that. You've got to do a lot to learn about what money does, and then you can work towards getting passion to be the thing you do, whatever you're passionate about, whatever your topic's about, then it will get easier. But if you start with just your passion and no other skills, you're not going to make it. So let's get this all in order. According to Fortune, you're going to be shocked at these statistics. I would question them actually, and how it actually happened. So according to Fortune, 1,700 people in the United States become millionaires every day. Now, I know I've made probably over 10,000 millionaires, at least, in all the years that I've been doing this. I've been doing this since 2001, really intentionally making millionaires. And they used to disclose it all, and they used to share it all and have to verify it all. That really doesn't work. It's like most people that once they become a millionaire, they actually don't want to tell anybody that they're wealthy, so they're not a target. So it gets a little interesting disclosing that. So I'm curious how Fortune describes that, because 1,700 people are joining the ranks of the 8 million American households with assets more than $1 million, right? So as we talk through these topics that I just pointed out to you, the asset base, and so just the appreciation that's gone up in real estate. Like, I can tell you just personally, we exploded in 2001 and 2 in the Boise market when we were building and doing construction, buying land, flipping dreams. We were flipping, basically engineering and then flipping a dream out to a new team, and then they would buy it and give us $1 million, $2 million for it. So there's a lot in just your house growth. I know people who bought homes for 400, now worth 800. I know people also on the opposite extreme who bought homes for 600, that the home's worth 400 and dropped 200. You also have two other huge indicators called the stock market, which is basically driven by market makers and highly manipulated. And you got the crypto markets. More crypto and online young millionaires are happening. But again, it's through crypto markets. And yes, is it transactable? It's becoming easier. Still a variable that everyone has to contend with. So asset millionaires is what we're talking about. And when I talk about becoming a millionaire, right, in the Millionaire Maker series, it is a net worth millionaire. It's assets minus your liabilities is your net worth. Now, there's different formulas and there's different ways to look at it. But let's look at generally how did these people become millionaires. So number one, their mindset and their lifestyle. I'll never forget, I was 21 years old and Bob Proctor said, fly to Toronto, Canada. I'm like, why? And he said, because you need to we're going to sit and work for a day. So I had hired him for $25,000 at that time. I had hired him over and over and over, along with many other mentors. So I surged into learning money by hiring the best of the best to teach me. And then I added my own distinctions and continued. Still to this day, people say, why would you be mentored? Well, because I'm leading hundreds of thousands of people, right? If you look at all my social following, probably over 1 million people on a regular basis follow me. So I better know what I'm talking about. So I look up towards billionaires who are leading economists. They help guide, they help direct. So I'm helping stay clear and straight and accurate, being the leader of a whole bunch of people behind me, and they're leading me. So everyone has a lineup of living in the mindset and the lifestyle of a millionaire. So back to the Bob Proctor story. So I get to his house, I get picked up in a car. He said, that way you can work the whole way to my house. I'm thinking, well, that's different, because normally you'd be getting a car and be driving and distracted and not being able to think until you get to the house. And he said, I want you to write down all the goals for your day and what you want to do. So I get to his house. So then we sit down at a big dining room table and we get served coffee, tea, right? Some morning snacks. Then throughout the day, I watch people, and he just started pointing it out. Somebody's doing the dry cleaning and the laundry. Somebody over here is cleaning this. Somebody's out cleaning the pool. And he said, do you understand what a millionaire does, Loral? He said, all we do is think, we create, and we solve problems. All we're doing is focused. And all of this other stuff is hireable. So you make enough money so you stay focused on the things that are critical, so you're not distracted doing 100 things when you really only want to do 1 or 2 or 3, and you're only good at about 3 to 5. So he really just brought me there to see the lifestyle of a millionaire, how they make decisions, how they make choices, how they live. So many of you say, well, I want to be a millionaire, but you aren't willing to do what we do. Are you willing to get up at the hours that we get up? Are you willing to get up in the middle of the night to do a call with somebody overseas? Are you willing to do what it takes? And a lot of you have too many weird rules. You have inherited rules, which I don't know who made them up, but you have rules that you can't do things and you won't do things, and why? And you say you don't have time. We all have the same darn clock. It's a worldwide clock. It's 24 hours a day. So you choose how to use it. You choose how to spend your money. You choose a lot of things. But a lot of what it is just inherited from the people around you. So if you're not around millionaires is the point, hence mentoring, coaching in our community. Like our Big Table community is the longest standing millionaire community in the world. We've been doing this since 2001. Made, like I said, probably over 10,000 millionaires. I don't know anymore. I stopped counting because they stopped reporting details, right? But they'll tell me, hey, I just became a millionaire, just became another millionaire, just hit it in this industry, just hit it in that industry. So I know, but we're not like doing it so I can have a great statistic. I'm doing it because I want to help people get money right. So my point to all of you is, when's the last time you've hired a business financial mentor and coach for you and your family? And if you want this dream, this big one, have a legacy, generational wealth is a legacy, you better get mentored and coached, because what's out there on the internet, it's extremely confusing. It's wrong. There's a new ad, Wills and Trusts, the Stafford family. I love Stafford as a quarterback, but he should just stay a quarterback, not endorse Wills and Trusts that he really doesn't know a lot about anyway. I love you though, Matt. So what is $199? That's not even going to cut it. So what are we going to give you? Like what Susie Orman used to send for like the same $200, they give you a little will in a box. A will doesn't cut it. You got to have a trust. You got to have a trust attorney. You need to have a tax attorney. All of these people are part of a team of making sure that that paperwork's done right. And you're going to trust for $200, you're going to get a will and trust done right? Completely not going to happen. I can guarantee you, you're probably going to die. The lawyers are going to look at, what is this little, oh, this was a trinket box you got at the dollar store in our vernacular. So your $199 will trust didn't stand up in probate court. You're back to probate court. You should have just spent the money. So if you want to get rich, you got to live like us. You got to spend the money on the right team, the right experts to do what it takes. And you need to get around the people who are really millionaires, not just talking and looking like it, really millionaires, and live like it. We make decisions like it. We live with debt properly. We know how to arbitrage debt. We live corporate structure. We own nothing. We control it all. That's a true millionaire. So lifestyle mindset mentoring, critical. And again, love to help you. You can always go to askloral.com and say, hey, Loral, I want you to mentor and coach me into not only my first million, into generational wealth for me and my family, because I've never had it before. So that's kind of number one. Number two, then let's look at, how do millionaires happen every day, right? The big categories are, is real estate as an asset? Right? So you buy some good real estate that actually does some great appreciation. You know how to turn and you know how to sell, you're golden. If you know how to run the stock market, get in and out on time. See, a lot of you just park and pray with a financial planner, and you take the 30% drops in 2020, you take the 28% drop in 2022, and you think it's fine. In my mind, that you're down 58%. Why did you have to go down at all? So you've really got to watch, how much control do you have? Because there's a lot of people, and especially if this came from Fortune magazine, the 1,700 people a day, I would bet a lot of that is elevated stock prices. Because the market's elevated, we know it's elevated. But if you're a stockholder of Zoom, you're a shareholder of whatever kind of stock, and you bought low and it's gone up high, you add up all those calculations, it's not hard that day to be a millionaire. But if you don't watch what you're doing and stay in the right market corrections, you could be 20% less tomorrow. So I want sustainable millionaires, not park and pray millionaires. And then the third big category is crypto. I know just personally, I mean, when I let my Bitcoin that I bought at 4 and 9,000, selling today for about 71, when I let that ride, it itself will make me a million. Like just the way I bought, and the way, again, have a mentor, tells me when to sell off, when to buy back in, when to sell off, when to buy back in, and how do you actually take some profits along the way. A lot of you don't do that strategy. You just park, pray it works, and then you're pissed off when it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't play like that. You got to be involved in your asset. You got to be involved in what you're doing. But that's usually how millionaires are being made right now, and there's a lot that are being made on the internet. So again, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you here every day, 5 days a week. And be here with your family. They need to learn this. They need to understand it. Your kids are going to have your inherited behaviors. So if you don't start teaching them and bringing money as a conversation into the household that's healthy and upright, they're going to think just like you do. And they're going to have all sorts of weird money issues. So don't do that to them. get them on my YouTube channel. It's Loral Langemeier, the Millionaire Maker, and I will see you out there. If there's any topics, you can always go to my search bar, look through playlists. For those of you who are like, say, well, I'm starting from nothing, there's no way I can become a millionaire. You've got skills, you've got talents. I have an ability to teach. I have an ability to understand concepts at a very high level. I didn't tippy type and type these books. No, I talked to these books. They were typed for me. They were put into this format. A focus group gave me the name. I didn't even do any of the heavy lifting. I put my concepts into a recorder and voila, I became a best-selling author. So when you're onto something, it's going to work and you're going to be a disruptor and you're going to change a lot of people's lives when you make it, because you change, the more people's lives you change, the more money you'll make. So it's not a hard formula. It's different. I always say becoming a millionaire, it's just different. It's not difficult. So let me help you. Go to Ask Loral, AskLoral. Let me help you become a millionaire and be one of those 1,700 in a day.